Okay, so font looks pretty garbage right now, but we're going to fix that in just a second. So first of all, let's deal with the actual font itself, right? So the font we have going on right here is Urxvt Sans Regular. This is actually a really good font. We just have to fix the rendering a little bit. But if you don't like this font and would like to have even more legible rendering and basically have the font look much better, you can just open your browser, go over to fonts.google.com, and then you can look for a bunch of fonts over there. So if this loads, yeah, as you can see here, we have Roboto, Mozilla Text, Headline, Nata Sans, this one's new, and many more fonts. So you can just choose the feeling that you want over here, select something like business, and then here in sans serif, you can select whichever kind of sans serif font you want. Let's say I want geometric. So this really gives you that SaaS business font vibe. So you can pick whichever font that you want over here, whichever one you think looks really pretty. You can just go ahead, install that. You can click Fig Tree, for example. Click on this one. And then it shows you a get font. So you can just download all. It's going to give you a zip. Now I've selected a couple of different fonts, but that's separate. So yeah, you can just click on download all. You'll get a zip file. That zip file, you're basically going to extract it. You will move the fonts into the appropriate location depending on the distro that you're on. I'm personally on Arch, so I move it into the respective folders. You can just go ahead and look that up. Pretty simple. Once you do that, the font should be installed and you just have to reopen NWG Look. So if I just close and reopen NWG Look, right, you can just click on this section here and then pick out whichever font that you installed. So Inter, I'm pretty sure I have Inter. So if I type in Inter, okay, I don't have Inter. Anyway, the Inter font, by the way, is something that can actually be installed through the Arch Linux user repository, if I'm not wrong. So if I look for Inter font, yep, right here. Yeah, you can just install it through here and you should get the font. And by the way, if you're wondering what this S thing is about, it's basically an alias that I set in my shell. So this basically expands to yay-s. So S is basically the same as yay-ss. Okay, great. Now, that's that. So let's actually go into the font sections and then let's fix this. So first of all, we're going to change the anti-aliasing to something like RGBA. Now, depending on the kind of display that you have, you're either going to choose grayscale or RGBA, right? But see, if you're on a laptop, 9 times out of 10, the font aliasing that's going to be best for you is just RGBA. You can choose grayscale and then you can try it out. But as you can see, we've just hit apply, right? So let's close and reopen NWG Look. And then let's see what happens. As you can see, the font already looks 10 times better, even without adding a bunch of the other tweaks that I'm going to show you. Just enabling anti-aliasing and setting it to RGBA and not grayscale is enough to just rapidly ramp up font quality. If I show you again, yeah, as you can see, I've set it to grayscale, the font, rendering anti-aliasing, but it doesn't look as nice. That's because this, monitor that I have on my laptop is actually that of an RGB monitor. So it uses the RGBA, color spacing and whatnot. It's basically a lot of, color stuff. You don't have to worry about that. All you have to worry about is just going into font and then choosing font aliasing to be RGBA. Now, if you're on, a different desktop environment or something, and you still want to do this, you can use a tool like GNOME Tweaks that should allow you to change the font as well. Just look for the font aliasing and then change that to RGBA. And then same thing goes for the RGBA order. So this is basically the order in which each of the, color strips. So you have a pixel, right? So in a pixel, you can think of a pixel as having different sort of stripes. So this basically defines the kind of order that those stripes should be in. So let's say, for example, I have like my pixel over here. So let's say that this is a pixel, like you can see the outline that I'm doing. So this pixel starts off with red, and then it has the color green, and then it has the color blue. Okay, so that's the RGB order. So if I change this to something like BGR, first it would be blue, then it would be green, then it would be red. Now you're going to have to look it up for the explanation for this one. Okay, but just so you know, RGB is going to be the one that you have to select in order to get the best font rendering. And as for the font hinting, you can just select this to something like slight. So hinting is basically just adding a bunch of mathematical instructions and stuff to the edges of the font and whatnot to like really smooth things out. So if I show you slight hinting, as you can see, actually makes the font look a bit crisper. But if you change the hinting to something like full, what happens is you see this sort of fringe look. Like the font starts becoming more purple around the edges, and that's not quite fun. So you select the font hinting to slight, and that should fix most of your problems. And if we just change the font to a better looking font, like for example, I use SF Pro Text regular. This is the font that I use. If you just hit select, hit apply, and reopen. As you can see, it already looks 10 times better. Now, this is not the end of the tweaks that we're going to do. We have one last tweak, which is going into our GTK, config file, and then changing a bunch of stuff there. So what we're doing is basically, this is the file path that we went to. We went to config, GTK 3.0, and gtk.css. So if you don't have this file already, you can just go ahead, create it. If you do have this file, awesome. What we're basically doing here is, you can ignore the rest, by the way. This, you don't have to have any of this. All you're looking for is the universal selector. So this is basically, the asterisk is a universal selector, like almost no matter where you go, it's basically saying select every single thing. So every single text box, every input field, every element that you could have in a GTK app. And then what you're doing is basically you're setting the font weight to 600 or 500. That would be a medium sort of font weight. So that would correspond to SF Pro Text Medium. So what happens is that in NWG Look, you're not actually able to select SF Pro Text Medium is your font. Even if you do select that, the font weight is not going to reflect properly. So this is one way in which we can increase the font weight in order to get better legibility. And as you can see over here, I did nothing else but uncomment this line about the font weight, and font weight has indeed increased and made the rendering look much, much better. So let's just take this line out. Okay, and then we'll close and reopen NWG Look. Yeah, the font looks kind of frail. It looks like it would break. Okay, but then as soon as you add that bit of volume through a change in the font weight, it just looks much sturdier and seems like it can actually withstand something and seems pretty nice to look at. Okay, and that should pretty much be it. By the way, if you want to know how to make theme switchers like this one, along with a lot more tweaks and whatnot, like this font thing that I just mentioned, go ahead and click the first link in the description. I teach you exactly how to make a blazing fast and beautiful Hyprland setup like this one, along with a bunch of the other tweaks that I just mentioned, like the font thing and a hell of a lot more. So go ahead, click the first link in the description right now and check it out. If you liked the video, hit like. If you loved it and you want to see more just like this in your feed, go ahead, hit subscribe, and I will see you next time. Stay racing.